Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The most amazing bullish signal happened as far as BTC is concerned, and I really believe that we are going to experience, or rather witness, the price of BTC going to about 41,000 US dollars exactly in the next coming I don't know, 4 to 5 days, well, 3 to about 5 days from now, because everything right now is gearing for a bullish pump. So I really hope that you guys are ready, and you are going to be excited for what is going to be happening, because this thing is definitely very, very bullish. So in today's episode, we are going to talk about what exactly happened the past 48 hours, and what it really means as far as us trading BTC. So let me just double check if everything is working okay. All right, so everything is all right. So anyway, BTC has a negative funding rate at this particular moment. As you can see, the funding rate is minus 0.0136. So what does this mean? This really means a lot of people are bearish. A lot of people are betting on the markets of BTC to kind of drop, and best believe the market makers are going to be doing the opposite, because usually most of the retail investors end up making losses. So this is one of the reasons why each time we have like a very negative type of funding rate, there is usually a price appreciation. We saw this happen on the 27th of June, and now we are also experiencing the same. But as you can see, right, we have had like a very dramatic past 24 to about 48 hours, right? So if you guys have been following my YouTube channel, I specifically say that if the price of BTC was going to have a daily close which was going to be less than 33,300, right, then we were going to experience a more downward type of action. So basically, this is what I talked about in my stream about 24 to 48 hours ago, right? I did talk about the bearish scenario, because at that particular point, right, we were beginning to have some sort of outlandishly bearish type of patterns and some data points. But according to the data that we are having, right, we haven't closed below 33,300. So a lot of you might be wondering, like, hey Mona, why the hell is this particular level very, very important? Well, it's because from the past we did experience this level of value as far as BTC is concerned. So this is obviously one of those price control points, and these are some levels which are very crucial. Even here, right, recently on the 8th of June, right, we did experience the price kind of drop and then bounce. So this particular area is very significant. And getting back to our favorite Wyckoff distribution methodology, right, we are indeed in this particular phase. We are in phase D. So most likely we are experiencing some LPS, last point of supply, or last preliminary supply, and then we're going to have like a build up, and we're going to continue breaking out towards the upside. So the most important thing that you should really consider at this particular moment is, do not really overthink. The only thing that you are supposed to be concerned about is this particular range. At this particular moment, right, we are still in this sort of accumulation, or it could be potentially redistribution, but I really believe this is an accumulation phase, right? So the most important thing is we are still maintaining this particular range, and once we continue maintaining it, right, the more bullish narratives, or rather the more bullish points that we have, right, the better. At this particular moment, we did sort of try to drop down, but the bulls kind of defended, and the price is what and this is one of the reasons why the price is back up. Okay, so the most important thing that you're supposed to know is we are in this particular range, and now that we have just we're just from testing the bottom of the range, right, we are bound to sort of test this particular range, and we definitely have to break above this particular area of resistance. So this time around, when we go and check out what is going to be at this particular top level in terms of the liquidity, right, best believe we're going to end up breaking it. And the past few hours were very crucial when it comes to this particular move. So a lot of you might be saying, hey Mona, today is a Saturday, so why are you concentrating, or rather looking at the weekend data? Because it's Saturday. It doesn't really matter, because cryptocurrency is 24/7. If one continent is inactive, then another continent is going to be very active. So cryptocurrencies are pretty much 24/7. So it doesn't really matter whether this is the weekend and all that stuff. But of course, there's just like less liquidity during the weekend, because all the top money, the top institutional, traders, they are probably, taking a risk. So this is one of the reasons why we only have low liquidity, but we can still use that particular data to sort of give a basic overview of what is going to happen. So this particular trading action is very, very interesting, right? So what I was expecting when I created this video, right, if we were going to create that bearish narrative, and if we had to like close below 33,300, right, I was expecting the price to kind of continue dropping and then coming to bounce and then continue sort of doing that, but that didn't happen. Okay, so trading is all about eliminating probabilities. Okay, so that probability didn't happen because the price of Bitcoin didn't close below 33,300. So we still maintain the bullish narrative. So if we take a look at this, right, this particular structure, this is an Elliott wave, and this particular structure right over here was a corrective Elliott wave pattern, and I really believe that this particular level is the lowest part of this particular Elliott wave structure. And if we had to like pull up the Fibonacci retracements, right, let me just pull them up and do that price projection. Okay, as you guys can clearly see, right, this is an absolute buy zone, because the price did drop and hover between the 50 to about 61.8% fib level. So if you guys are into Fibonacci retracements, 38.2 is a very good area to sort of start dollar cost averaging. But the absolute reversal point for a defined trend is the 61.8% fib level, and this is exactly where the price sort of retraced, and we didn't close below the 61.8% fib level. The lowest that we went was 32,705. This was the lowest price, but all the body closes on the smaller time frames, especially the 4-hour, right, we closed above 32,800, which is very, very good. So to me, this is a very bullish and a great opportunity to sort of get in and continue pushing towards the upside. And in my last episode, right, I did specifically tell you that I would definitely look forward to sort of making some long entries if the price of BTC starts trading above 34,600. So right now the current overall aggregated price of Bitcoin is around 34,600. So this is basically what I want. Today's daily close has to be above 34,600. It has to be close or above 34,600. If that happens, then we are definitely going to see 41,000 US dollars in the next coming 2 to about 5 days. I can guarantee you that, because the bulls are definitely defending, and yesterday was a very tough day to trade. And this is one of the reasons why in my last episode, right, I told you that, hey, sometimes when the markets are not pretty clear, when you don't really have like enough benediction to take a particular position in a certain trend, right, you just have to like get out of the markets, go into USD Tether, and then come back later when the dust settles and you've got like a clear projection of the trend. Now a lot of people usually tend to sort of use leverage trading, and then they just simply get confused, because if you guys were trading this particular level, right, I'm sure you got headaches, because the price was pumping, it was dumping and pumping and dumping. But ever since the bulls and the bears sort of finished having their battle and everything has become very clear and decisive, it's very easy to sort of get into any dip whenever the price sort of corrects on a smaller time frame or even on the 1 hour, right. You can simply get in on that particular action and enjoy the trend. So sometimes you have to figure out when to trade and when not to trade. So yeah, big shout out to everybody watching me right now. I want you to kindly smash the like button because it really helps me out. And if you really find this information very helpful, then definitely help a brother out by smashing the like button, turn on post notifications, and we are going to be good to go. So if you take a look at one more important factor that is really making me lean towards the bullish side, is take a look at this particular buying power that came through. You know, we had this particular threshold, right? So basically, the Wyckoff accumulation and distribution schematic happens on all time frames. So right now, if you take a look at this time frame, right, it is clear to observe that this particular level is a Wyckoff schematic. It is a Wyckoff accumulation and accumulation schematic. So if we flip over to the smaller time frame, the extreme small time frames, right, this is exactly what I'm expecting the price of BTC to do this. You know, to do especially on larger time frames such as the daily time frame. Okay, so this is a basic understanding of how you can use Wyckoff distribution and accumulation to sort of trade. So basically, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the price of BTC on the daily time frame to kind of push like this and go to the previous resistance and kind of test it, and then eventually we're going to have like a little bit of a drag back, then boom, eventually go and test the higher highs right over here. So if we flip over to the daily, right, I'm expecting the same thing to happen eventually. So we did establish the fact that we are about to go and test the liquidity right over here. So eventually the price is going to shoot above it and then kind of retrace and then continue going all the way up to this particular liquidity level between 45 to about 50,000 US dollars. If this doesn't get to happen during this particular push, right, if we don't really necessarily do that type of action, right, then we're most likely going to sort of have another spring where the price could be lower than these previous weeks. So if that happens, then we could eventually see the price come back into this particular level and then attempt to do the same. So those are the two scenarios that I'm expecting. And today's message for the most part is we are back being bullish. So we recently had this nasty correction, which was just some sort of you know, much needed last point of supply before going to the upside. It was a normal correction. It did what it did. It happened the way that it happened, and I was avoiding to trade this particular, you know, level because I was very skeptical in terms of what was going to happen, because it was a 50-50 type of situation. The price could have ended up pumping and the price could have ended up dumping. But now that we have had clear sort of direction and trajectory, I'm back in my trades, and I'm definitely doing what I'm supposed to do. So we are back being bullish, and this really goes out to all the altcoins as well. Altcoins are going to do very well. Oh, by the way, we need to take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, because the Bitcoin dominance is going to sort of guide us in terms of you know, what to concentrate on. So basically, the Bitcoin dominance is also becoming stronger and much more powerful, and we're most likely going to end up, you know, outperforming a lot of altcoins. But if you take a look at what has been happening in today's you know, price appreciations, right, obviously a lot of altcoins have been outperforming BTC. Like for example, Aave, Compound, all these coins have gone up by about 15%. And if you take a look at BTC, right, BTC has been very mediocre, and this is because of the Bitcoin dominance. It's not really as ferocious as it was a few days ago, right, where we experienced the BTC dominance like really taking over. But I think it's going to happen, especially when BTC starts its ascendance to about 41,000 US dollars. Like once that particular move starts happening, there's going to be like you know, an overwhelming advantage in terms of BTC's price in comparison to altcoins. So this is definitely why I'm mostly concentrating on BTC. But of course, you can be very opportunistic and get to invest in altcoins because the altcoins were really getting crashed. Like a lot of them were really getting crashed. But that doesn't really matter, because, you know, for the most part, BTC is usually going to like you know, move first, and then the altcoins are going to enter. So basically my plan is going to be getting into Bitcoin riding it out to about 41,000 US dollars, and then there's going to be like a little bit of a pullback, maybe not. I might get into ours then, and then when that particular move from about 42,000 to 50,000, I'm going to jump back into BTC. So basically I'm just going to be flipping and alternating between BTC and altcoins as well. So in case you guys have got any particular questions, please let me know. Crypto Boss Andrew says, hey, what's up, Crypto Boss Andrew? Kapil, short or long, what do you think? So Kapil, I'm long. I'm super long. I'm ultra long. And in yesterday's episode, right, the most important thing that I really wanted to relay to you is sometimes you have to sit on the sidelines. Sometimes you need to wait for the market to like give you some proper directions. But you guys already know my overall type of projection in terms of the near short term. I'm very bullish, because I'm expecting the price of BTC to go to about 41,000 US dollars, and we have been patiently waiting for the price of BTC to sort of come to test this particular upward sort of momentum. So I am definitely very long, and I'm obviously going to be like way more excited if the price of BTC today closes close to 34,600 or 34,000. It has to be above 34,600. The daily close should be about 34,600. Did I say 46,000? 34,600. This is definitely what we need to do. So previously I was expecting the price to sort of hold 33,300, and this is one of the reasons why we had this particular level right over there and we didn't close below it. The reason why I am even super bullish is we didn't close below 33,300. We were only wicking below it, but every time we got wicked down, we ended up being bought right back up. And if we just had to like look at this particular price action, right, is it very is it too much to ask if I can say that we have officially created a lower high? We've officially created a lower high, and this is the second time this is happening. So let me just get rid of these things, or the things that I kind of scribbled around here. So if we take a look at this, right, let's adjust the chart, get rid of that Fibonacci retracement. So if we take a look at this, right, we've got this particular low right over here, right, that happened on 22nd June, right? And then we also have another higher low that happened on 27th June. And recently we had another, higher low that happened on 3rd July. So this to me is very bullish, So I wouldn't know why anybody would be significantly bearish at this particular moment, because we are having like very good bullish sort of indicators, and it is like a blatant bullish trend to me. But of course anything can happen when it comes to cryptocurrencies, and this is one of the reasons why I have particular levels. If the price closes below 33,300, that I'm going to be sort of re-evaluating my decisions. So far we haven't closed below 33,300, and that is very, very bullish for me. So I'm basically just going to be buying all the bottoms, and due to the fact that the funding rate is in the negatives, I mean, this is a clear indication that the markets, like everybody's a lot of people are shorting the markets. And if you really want to make a lot of money, you have to do the opposite of what the majority of investors are doing, because the majority of investors are mostly wrong. Okay, so what else did I want to talk about? So basically that's all I wanted to talk about. If you guys have got your favorite cryptocurrencies, right, let's say you are into Ethereum, Binance, Zilliqa, all that good stuff, I really think it's a very great opportunity for you to like get back in and just basically get to like ride the wave, because these are going to be like very good levels in the next coming 2 to about 5 days. You guys are going to be like, oh, I wish I bought when the prices were a little bit cheaper. So this is one of the reasons why you just have to like take advantage and just use BTC as your guide. BTC ended up establishing a very good strong support, and I really believe the altcoins are also going to follow suit. So it is not so bad of a thing to do when it comes to dollar cost averaging at this particular moment. So that's just what I had to tell you. So you don't even have to overthink, because I'm sure by now you already have like your favorite cryptocurrencies and everything that you would love to sort of buy. I'm sure you've got like your own to buy list, your shopping sort of ideas when it comes to purchasing a lot of different cryptocurrencies. So all those lovely coins that you really wanted to buy, I really think they are good buying opportunities at this particular moment. So please dollar cost average, and always make sure you utilize a stop loss. Yeah. So what else is everybody saying? Matt Matt Osti. Oh, that's a tongue twister for me. Matt Osti. So I really hope you are enjoying all these trades, Matt, and I hope you did the needful yesterday. I really hope that you weren't sort of shaken by what was happening, because everything was happening. It was pumping and dumping and dumping and pumping. So I really hope that you got rid of this noise and you're back in the game, and hopefully you're going to be able to make a whole lot of money. So everything is bullish. We're still on course to about 41,000 US dollars, and we're going to continue pumping. So get into BTC, get into altcoins, and you guys are going to make easy money in the next coming 2 to about 5 days. So that's all I had for you today. Without further ado, I'm not even going to do a lot of stuff because it's as clear as day. Funding rate negative, higher lows and higher highs. To me, that is absolutely bullish as well. So yeah, that's it for now, unless you guys have got more questions. Okay, so Zfez says he went long on the mini dip. Dumb luck, I guess. It's not really luck. You knew the blueprint, you knew what to do, and when the opportunity came, you seized it. So I can't really call it luck. You bought the dip and you were able to capitalize off of it because you already know the blueprint. We've been talking about this particular blueprint for a very long period of time. Of course, the other day I was a little bit skeptical about this particular price action due to the fact that we could have potentially sort of started making the another downtrend if this happened to be another Elliott wave theory, but it was sort of cancelled, and we are back when it comes to upward trajectory. So let's also take a look at the 1 hour, because the 1 hour is sort of giving us some good bullish flags, right? So we obviously had this particular move where we experienced a breakout from this particular threshold. Okay, so we are forming a bearish flag right over here, and what usually happens after the completion of a bearish flag is most likely going to push up towards the upside. However, we also have some areas of resistances. Like for example, this particular area is going to be an area of resistance, 35,600, and then later on you're also going to have this particular area about 38,000, 400, and then last we're also going to have this particular area. So all these areas are areas that you're going to be sort of you can flip. When the price goes there, it's probably going to slightly retrace and then continue going up, retrace like that, and then just like that. So basically this is where you can get to make your money. Sell on the resistance levels, buy back as soon as the correction is done, and then ride it all the way to the next area of resistance, sell, buy back, rinse and repeat. It's pretty easy, guys. You don't really have to overcomplicate it. It's pretty easy. So if you are into alts, right, whenever BTC faces rejection on a particular resistance area, if you are trading Ethereum or any other altcoins, just do the same, because when BTC crashes, everything is going to crash. When BTC drops, everything is going to drop as well. So just use BTC as your basic guideline. You don't even have to overcomplicate stuff. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. Regardless, I'm going to be here on a daily basis in order for you to have my perspective and my overview of what I'm going to be doing as far as my trades are concerned. So for me, I'm officially long, and we're about to go to about 41,000 US dollars. So I will talk to you a little bit later. Thank you very much for supporting me, because you guys are absolutely awesome. I really appreciate all the likes, all the subs, all the subscriptions, and all the comments. In case you've got any recommendations for me, please drop everything in the comment section below. So yeah, it's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Have a great time. Be safe. practice safe trading and always utilize a stop loss. Okay, so yeah, talk to you a little bit later. Bye.